Three instant takeaways from the Warriors, 134 to 117 blowout win against the Utah Jazz at Chase Center. Number one, GP2 gets his first starting nod of the season. And how did the Warriors combat another much bigger team in the Utah Jazz when they were already without Al Horford and Draymond Green? Of course, they just went smaller. They used their 6'2" center in Gary Payton II to be guarding Lauri Markkanen to start off the game. And Lauri Markkanen has been one of the most prolific scorers in the entire NBA this season, but not tonight against Gary Payton II. Markkanen wound up being 6 for 19 from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point range, was held under 20 points for someone who's been averaging nearly 30 points per game for the Jazz. And on top of that, Gary Payton II did a little bit of everything else too. Scored 9 points, grabbed a team-high 6 rebounds, and dished a career-high 8 assists. Just a solid overall game from GP2, doing all the little things that make him so valuable in certain matchups. Number two, how about that second quarter? An 18-0 run to open the second quarter with Steph Curry on the bench. That's how to win the non-Steph minutes, right? Is going an 18-0 run with him on the bench. The goal without Steph Curry is to just be able to stay afloat, to keep the game even if possible. If you can win the margins, that's great. But if you can reel off an offensive explosion like that with the defense being connected, that's exactly what the Warriors are always going to hope for. With him on the bench, the scoring came from Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler, Quentin Post, and Will Richard. But on top of that, it was Pat Spencer leading the way, conducting the offense, getting the ball moving. That's what Pat Spencer does. If the offense is stagnant, Pat Spencer's going to come in, he's going to move the ball, and usually good things happen. So that brings me to number three. Why was Pat Spencer the one leading the way in the second quarter? That's because Brandon Podziemski was benched for the entire second quarter. He was a big part of a timeout by Steve Kerr where he was going off on the Warriors for their just lackadaisical defense. And really it was pointed at BP for guarding just open space as Keontae George was open for yet another three-pointer. Steve Kerr had seen enough. He let BP finish the end of the first quarter, sat him for the second quarter, and it felt like message was received from both sides, from Brandon Podziemski, from the Warriors defense. BP was much better in the third and fourth quarter. The Warriors, the rest of the way, held the Jazz to 4 of 25, shooting from three. Message received on both ends.